What is up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Darwin Crawford back here with another video. In case you missed the last couple, I'm a full-time real estate investor here at Scottsdale, Arizona. I also work at a fairly large volume office where we wholesale property, which means we buy and sell property almost on a day trading basis. I train our guys, I work with the call center employees, and I write our scripts. So I figured I'd start filming these videos because the last couple training sessions I've been to were a lot of fluff and not a lot of good stuff. So follow along, hit that subscribe button if you want, if you're interested in the business or just want to understand what I'm talking about. Got a lot of videos. If you have a question, throw it up in the comments. I love helping people out. Anyway, today I am doing a quick little video from an experience I had yesterday. All right. Yesterday, I had to go into the office for a while. Our guys were not there. We've been having some issues with the guys at the call center putting in the time that they need to in order to hit their quotas and hit their numbers. Okay. I cannot stress this enough. If you're going to get into real estate investing, be it wholesaling or buy and holding or doing anything else, everyone I've talked to that has made a lot more money than I have and has been in this game a long time, you have to have staying power. Okay? Means you're going to have setbacks. You're going to get your teeth kicked in. Sometimes your ass is going to get kicked on deals. The people who are weak and drop out of the game typically have a bad taste in their mouth. The guys who stay in typically come out pretty damn wealthy. So anyway, this video today is a little overview called What Type of Investor Do You Want to Be? Okay? And it really has to do with your personal preference. I did another video on the different types of real estate investing, what each one is, what it's called, a little bit of what's involved. This one today is a little bit more about how to make that decision, okay? And again, I'm just here to try to help. If this isn't what you're looking for, cut this video off. You don't have to watch it. I don't care. I don't make any money from these. But today we want to talk about what type of investor you want to be, okay? Because two things. You have to stay hungry and you have to stay motivated, okay? This game will beat you up, chew you up, shit you out on the carpet, anything you want to call it. And if you're not hungry, if you don't have that desire within you, you are never going to make it in this business because it's super, super competitive, okay? Good coffee today. So let's get started, right? This is very typical of what I would talk about in the office. So if you're in a similar office environment, follow along. Trust me, this will help you make some money at your job. All right. What type of investor do you want to be, right? So there's a couple of things. One is you need to know what decision you're making, and two, you need to know how to make the decision, right? Decision making is something I've had a lot of trouble with in the past, and I've learned from some really smart people and kind of adopted their systems. One of them is Tim Ferriss. He's an author. Got a couple of his books up here. Got another one on my nightstand. I read a little bit of it before I go to bed every night. Tim, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt, thank you for everything you do from the bottom of my heart. You've been very, very helpful. The other guy that I follow very closely is Ray Dalio, right? Google him. I'll put his name down here at the bottom so you can take a look, but he's a badass. Definitely a very good guy on making these types of decisions, okay? So let's get back in. We have all these different types of real estate investing, okay? First one's wholesaling. If you need to know a little bit more about that, I've got a video on the different types of real estate investing. Check it out. Sorry for touching my nose. I know it's unprofessional. There's two different roles you can take in a wholesaling position. One is a sales position, meaning you're going to work for a wholesaler, or you want to own a business, okay? Owning a business is its own ball of wax. I'm sure you can Google that, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress, but there can be a really big payoff, all right? There's a hands-on type investor. This is more my style, okay? I work at a wholesaling office to provide myself money. We do deals, I get commissions and bonuses, and I get paid when the guys get stuff done for training them, okay? That's my day-to-day money, and that's how I pay my bills and keep myself fed, all that kind of stuff. But the actual investment part, I love, and I really can't tell you guys this enough. I love taking a nasty, raggedy property and making it beautiful and having nice people move in and pay the rent and have a good place to either live or to run their business. I truly enjoy that, and I have to respect that about myself. Every time I've deviated from that, I've been crabby, it hasn't gone well, I've got my ass kicked on a deal, and I usually lose money, right? So I tend to avoid that stuff now. The other part is a hands-off investor, okay? These are typically people that I've run into who have really good jobs, high net worths, and they're just interested in real estate investing for maybe tax purposes, or they just like it. Couple of different options on this, which is turnkey real estate investing. You can Google that. There's about a million things that are going to pop up. Someone's going to try to sell you something, by the way. You heard it here first. And the other part is notes. right? Notes and the legal aspect of it. Notes is kind of a basic level of real estate finance where you can buy debt instruments on real estate. So you get all the benefits of being a landlord in terms of cash flow, but you don't ever have to do anything because you're basically playing the bank. You're a micro bank for people who are investing in property, okay? So again, I'm not going to go super in depth into what each of those things entails. If you've got questions, or honestly, if you want me to do a video on the notes, put it up in the questions and I'll do as best I can. I haven't gotten into that yet because frankly, I don't have enough money. What I really want to talk more about today is how do you make this decision, all right? So I was at work the other day. Two of the guys at the company I've known off and on for probably 3 years. We have fought like brothers. We've been up, down, sideways. We've made money. We've lost money. But I've got a long working history with these two guys. And it was tough to see the one that's in charge of the company struggle because he is at a crossroads, okay? And making this decision was difficult for him. And honestly, that's what prompted me to make this video, okay? So there's 4 things that I use. And again, I borrowed these ideas. 4 things that I use to figure out what type of investor I want to be, okay? I know why I want to be in the game. That part doesn't bother me. If you need to figure that out, I've got another video on it, and there's a lot of other motivational stuff that's way better than anything I could ever do. But for me, it's a combination of these 4 things. You've got lifestyle, you've got your skill set, you've got your desires, and then you have your purpose, okay? For me, the lifestyle I want, I'm a local type guy. Okay, I had a business a long time ago where I was on the road all the time. I was away from my friends and my family. I was driving 30 to 40,000 miles a year, constantly traveling. I don't want to do that anymore. I like being home. I love where I live. I have a good community here. I have a new dog. There's a cat. There's a girlfriend. There's all of these things that I want to be near, right? I don't like commuting. I don't like bumper to bumper traffic. I want to be local, okay? And to me, that is a lifestyle choice. I like to ride around the Redmobile. Everybody's seen that, my little Red Ranger. I like to ride around in it, fix stuff, wave to people, know someone in the neighborhood. They have my name on the counter at the hardware store here in Scottsdale. I like that. And I think that if you're going to get into this game, you need to do what is best for you. What type of lifestyle do you want? There's a great TED Talk by a guy named Bill Burnett. I'll put it down here so you can find it. But he talks about designing your life. It was hugely influential to me. I loved it. And I took the lessons that he gave and I applied them to real estate investing. I don't want to drive across town to fix shit, right? I want to bop right up the street to my building. If I have something that I need, I know someone right in the neighborhood, I can get them on the phone. It's awesome. But that's a choice that I made. You might feel differently and that's okay, right? It truly is. I'm not trying to sound sappy or anything like that. A lot of people I know who get burnt out in this game is that they didn't think any further than their end of their fucking nose, and they bought a shitty property in a shitty location and it's killing them. And they hate the game now. And I hate to see that because it really can be a great source of income and provide you basically with financial freedom, which is awesome. It's what we're all chasing, okay? The next one is your skill set. What do you like to do, okay? I have certain strengths. I also have certain weaknesses. Personally, I love being hands-on. I come from the trades, meaning construction, so I can build almost anything. Electrical, plumbing, HVAC, masonry, all that. I know how to do it. I don't want to do it full-time, but I know enough to make things happen, okay? That's my skill set. I've developed a couple of others over the years in terms of analyzing properties financially, some psychology with running and managing tenants and different types of personalities. But the skill set is something that you need to either cultivate or just be aware of what your own shortcomings are, right? Sometimes I am not great at accounting. I hate it. I can do it. I've taught myself how, but it's a pain in the ass and I don't love it. So I tend to sub that kind of stuff out. But just be honest with yourself about what you actually are good at and what you enjoy, okay? Your desires, this is pretty simple. What do you want? What do you want out of this game, right? If you're coming up, and this is a word to the newbies, if you're coming up and you're watching all these guys on Instagram and YouTube and all this social media here, and they're like, I made all this money, now I got a Ferrari and 6 girlfriends. Dude, that shit is not real. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. It is all fake, it's all staged. They're there to sell you education that you do not need, okay? If that's what you want, this is not for you. Cut this off. Great talking to you. We'll see you later, all that good stuff. But just leave it alone, okay? But your desires, what do you want? How much money do you need? Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to be seen as the guy rolling around in the Bentley? What do you want? And be honest with yourself, right? I want to provide a decent amount of affordable, energy efficient housing right here in my own neighborhood, and I want to get paid to do it. That's what I want. That's my desire, okay? Related to that, and the last one on here, I'm trying to keep this one brief today. What's your purpose? Why are you doing this? Why do you get out of bed? Why do you even want to get into real estate? Because I'll be real honest, it's a shitload of work, okay? I told you I wasn't going to sugarcoat anything, and I'm not. It's a ton of work. There's late nights, there's early mornings. The payoffs can be big. The losses can also be massive, okay? I see people very discouraged in this game. My coworkers that I was telling you about a minute ago, those two guys were hurting yesterday. They put their heart and soul into this business and they've got some serious problems. And they need a purpose, right? They need to know why they need to do this, because purpose and desire and drive, to me, that's what keeps you going when shit gets tough, okay? So again, I'm trying to keep this one brief. Let's wrap up a little bit. There's all types of different real estate investing. The purpose of this video is figuring out what kind of investor you want to be, right? Try a couple things, give it a shot. Screw up, lose money, make money, do all that stuff, but always keep in mind that this is a process and this is a journey. I want you to succeed even if we've never met, because truly this is a wonderful, wonderful business and anyone can do it. I don't care if you dropped out of high school, dropped out of college, what color you are, what language you speak, where you're from. This is literally open territory to anyone. Anyone can get this stuff done. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, far from it, but if I can figure it out, so can you, all right? So look at these things, figure out what you want, draw up a plan and execute. Simple as it gets. In the meantime, like I say, go get some work done. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you on the next one. Go get a deal. Have a great day.